self-worth was I was depriving myself of peace by all of this clutter that I would just collect around me, and I was too depressed to put things away where they needed to go. I was too depressed that I would buy and buy and buy, and then these things would just pile up, these things I wouldn't use, and I was surrounded by chaos because I could not keep my shit together. I was so dark and rotten inside that it was manifesting outwardly. I was depriving myself of good hygiene. This is something that I still work on, but I've become a lot better at, but I'm not the girl that, I'm almost there, but I wasn't the girl that would wash my face every day before bed, and I wouldn't take my makeup off like 90% of the time. I was really bad with making sure I was brushing my teeth. Gross, I know, but it's true, and I'm here to like tell you the honest truth. I didn't respect myself to the point that even when I would like go to the bathroom, I wouldn't, I didn't want to, I was in such a hurry, or I had so many other things to do, sometimes I wouldn't wash my hands. Now that's gross. That is gross. You can say it. That is gross. I deprived myself of the things that I really loved. I suppressed who I was, and I lost touch with my inner self and the things that I truly enjoyed. Now, in the moment of all of this, I did not know that I was going through this. I did not have any idea that this is what I was dealing with. This is stuff that I figured out now, later, in hindsight, looking back, and it's like, what? That's what was going on. Holy crap. So, what steps did I take on my self-love journey? Better yet, when did I know that I needed to change? I took a trip to see an old childhood friend, and she's very spiritual and very in touch with herself and in touch with all of the great things that are like your star signs and all of this, and she got me really excited, and we've always been creative whenever we get together, and so she did a lot of journaling, and we did some journaling when I went to visit her, and I was like, you know what, this feels really good. I want to start doing this again. So a big step that I took was I began journaling. Now, not every day, but at least 2 to 3 times a week. And I journaled about all kinds of stuff, what I was feeling. Sometimes I would just write words, what was coming to mind. I would set goals, but when I would set my goals, I would write them out as if they were happening now. Like, I'm so excited that, there was a point that I work freelance, and I was waiting for work. I was freaking out, and I'm so excited that I just got this great job opportunity. We are just surrounded by was working out literally just to be skinny. Yeah. I was just trying to work out to lose as much weight as possible, to get a certain weight number in my head, because that's what I thought I wanted to be. And I've seen these photos from before, and I wasn't healthy. I was not treating my body well. I was almost punishing myself. I would eat a bunch, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna punish myself for everything I ate, and I'm gonna run for, an hour, or I'm gonna do elliptical for an hour and a half, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and that'll make it okay. And no, or I would not eat enough, which is a hard one because I really like food, so that was always a struggle to even keep up with. But I also started to clear the clutter from my life. Now that is something that I still waver with, and what I try to do is stay conscious when I notice that I'm making a lot of purchases that are not necessary. I kind of stop myself and go like, okay, what are you stressed about, or what are you unhappy about? Let's get to the root of that. Because that new outfit, that new armoire, that new gadget is not actually going to change your life. What's going to change your life is the way that you treat yourself. You gotta dig to the root of you. That is how you fix what is outwardly coming out into the world. Dig into, get into the soil, down through the wavy roots to the root, the very core of you. Now, I would like to give you some exercises if you're looking for some. These are some of the questions that I would write down and answer to myself. As I've been going through this, and it is a constant journey. I'm not on the other side. You know what I mean? We've not come to the end of the road. This is an everyday journey. But where I am now is continuously working, and I've gotten so much farther. I've seen progress. I feel happier. I feel healthier. My relationships are better with the ones that I love. And I'm doing really well. And I'm truly happy in this moment. And that's a lot, because I couldn't say that 3 years ago. Not genuinely. So, I'll list this in the comment section. Put some questions if you want to start journaling. Some good questions to start off with. Who am I? And it's okay if you can't answer that one right off the bat. You can answer some of these other questions and then go back, and it might help you as you start to let it flow through the other ones. But just write whatever comes to mind first. Don't give it a second thought. Just write what the first thing that comes to your mind. Who am I? What makes me special? What makes me special? What makes you special? What am I good at? What do I enjoy? Like, if you were to say you were gonna go and do something, what is it that you would go and do? What makes me smile? What makes me feel good? And here's a bigger one. And when you answer this one, I want you to respond to this as if that's what you're doing right now, or better yet, answer this one as if you're at the end of your day. And I want you to journal. If you have this day all to yourself, money's no limit. You can go or do whatever you want in the entire world. What would you do in that day? And I want you to write that out as if it happened. Tell yourself the story of what you did and how much fun it was. It could be down to the detail of eating an ice cream cone at Coney Island. But you'll begin to learn a lot about yourself as you write to yourself. I did anyway. Just remember, you're an individual, and that is what draws others to you. You don't have to try to be someone else. You should stop if you are currently doing that. Stop trying to be someone else. Be confident and love being you. And as you own this confidence and begin to truly love yourself, allow it to help you see the special sparks in others. Appreciate your quirks and your interests. These are the things that make you special. How do those things can help you connect with other people? You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to gain any physical object or the approval of others to change or aid the way you feel about yourself. You need to dig to the root of you, because you are worth everything, and you can achieve everything. And I want you to just close your eyes for a minute. Humor me here. I want you to say this to yourself. We're going to say it 3 times, and by the 3rd time, you're going to really feel like you mean it, okay? Repeat after me. This is you talking to you. I love you. I am proud of you. I love you. I am proud of you. I love you. I am proud of you. Open your eyes. If you've made it this far, thanks for listening to me chat it up and go on and on. I've just been doing a lot of reflecting on my progress in the last 2 years. And I'm very thankful to be on the right track. And I hope that this can help other people. If you're going through it, tell me your thoughts below. Thanks for coming by. I hope you have a wonderful night. Be safe. Love and honor yourself. Namaste.